once, but I don't know if I brought. I was with other people, so.
How's John's doing? You ever get to start on time?
John's, are you kidding? Buying my Keystone. John, I'm gonna get you a new watch. You did laughs.
No tengo los fondos del libro, entonces.
Jennifer, one night place for the.
Well, yeah. Yeah, Memorial Day. You're sleeping in for 8 hours a day.
Yeah, he's been number for a while.
You didn't like it, huh?
He wanted it for his parents. You know, they liked it. It was very efficient.
Yeah.
No, we had to rebuy. We bought one last year from Macy's.
Okay.
They're top of the line. It was cost about 10 grand. It was on sale for a little over $5.
Well, I can't.
That's nice.
Well, is it the one? Can you adjust the memory foam?
I don't think memory thing is well.
Okay.
First it bought a, and then I did that too, but and then all of a sudden, you know, you can see over on one side. We can just get it.
But at this point, Sunday, you're gonna end up with two twins.
Yeah.
One is my side is adjustable, her side is adjustable. I got it needs a little more. It needs a little more give. Yeah, I can't be on the flat. Jumping around too hard. Come on, I'm not a political prisoner. I'm really, I don't know, really, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where I'm at. But I almost think a couple of lines. They're gonna try to get money. It is what it is. So, but how many? How many? Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay. So, yeah. Are you a political prisoner? Because what's your name? Here you go. Here, hit the button. Okay. There you go. Hold on. I'll let you know. Get out of here. He is a snore. I guess he is. The trachea? It's, yeah, it's like a down. Probably go color. Well, we're gonna see. You're on my side. Hold on. Oh, I got a twin. That's my side. Hold on. Stay over there on the concrete. I'm over here. Yeah. Yeah, let me know when Elvis gets here. Yeah. I don't mind. Hey, that's right. Hold on. Let's get it done.
All right, everybody, good evening. Welcome once again to Keystone Point, our weekly Thursday evening auction. My name is Ron. If you have any issues, let me know, and we'll get you back on track. Do keep in mind, we sell everything that says this condition exactly the way it came in we are. No guarantees, warranties of any kind, neither expressed or implied. Ask you to make the model year, the color, or anything else, so what you see is what you get. You're the expert, so you look at it, you tell me what it's worth, and then put the proper money on it, okay? First payment goes, we will take cash, we will take MasterCard, Visa, and debit card, as long as those cards are in your name, the registered bidder. Once we say sold to the vehicle here, we need you to come up, stand up, and come up to the window where you registered, and complete your transaction, okay? All right, we'll do the best we can to get your cars out tonight. For some reason you can't get your car out tonight, don't panic. We'll release cars starting, 8 a.m. I think it is, until 12 noon, 12 noon tomorrow, okay? Leave it here past 12 noon tomorrow, you'll be assessed a penalty fee for the days worth of storage, so don't let that happen, all right? Okay, online folks, we open up 8 a.m. in the morning, and we'll release cars to you the same way up until 12 noon. All right, no 10-day holders today, guys, so everything's gonna go out the door, and I think we're ready to go. If I forgot anything, I'll tell you as we go through here. All right, we do have some partial keys. If we come to make a key for our vehicle, that will get added on to your purchase price, so you'd be aware of that as well. Okay, the only other add-on to the purchase price is a 10% parking tax and all of that lot fee. Okay? All right, here we go. Number one. Here's 2017 Little Zen scooter, guys. We've been $500. Two and a half, three. How about $300 paying? We got 300 here, 275. We got 275, 275 here. Both say one, both say that the equal. Not three. And three, not two. 275 there, three. How about 300, 300 here? We got 300, 300, now quarter. Are you getting? We're gonna quarter. Now half. I got a hand here, 50, 50, and 75, you're gonna go 75, so we're gonna have here, 375. 375, 75, 75, 400, and a four. How about four? Now quarter. And a quarter here, we're on site here at 4 and a quarter. And a quarter here, 25, you're gonna go 25 here, so the same right here. At 400 another, 400 another, put on a number. Here. 144, okay, come on up, please. 144, here comes 18, December. All right, somebody give me $1,000. I got 5, 6, 600 here and 7. How about 7, no, 800 here, no, 8, no, 9, no, 1,000, 11, no, 1,000, 13. How about 13? Gotta go 13, you're 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19, 2 grand, 2 grand, 21, 21, 21, huh? How about a hundred here now? 1, 21, now. I got 21 there, sir. 21 and a half. How about 21, 50, and now 2? We're gonna get 2. 22, 3 years, and now 3. How about 23? Your turn again. 23, now 4. How about 24? And 24 another. 23 and a half here. How about 24? Now 24, 50. And the 15, we're gonna go 50, 15, the 15, the 15, the 15, the pound, and the 50, 25 and a half, and the 6 and a half. How about a half? You guys are both out. How about 26, another 50, 15, the 7, 17, 27? What do you say? How about 27? I'm gonna go 7, I'm gonna go 7, 7, here we have solid on back row. At 26, another 15, another 157 is. Is a 2013, that's the LBD. Right? Well, that's what we've done. Now, we go, 54. Now, 6 here, 600 where? How about 75? We go 75, 600 and a quarter, 6 and a quarter, half, 75. And 7 and a quarter, and a half. And 75 down, 80, 100 down, 80, here now, quarter now, half. These are quarter, that a half. I got it. 8 and a quarter over here. 8 and a half on mine. 875. 875, 9. I'm at 900. Here's a quarter. A quarter is now half. How about a half? Is that a yes or no? Right a half. I got 925. 9. Don't talk to him. This bit. Not a half. 975. Now 1,000. 1,000. You guys talk to each other. You get this stuff. How about 1,000? Time to go, time to go, time to go, and now quarter, not quarter here, a quarter. And a quarter, just over 10, here, 10, 10 and a quarter, half. How about a half? 1,050. 1,050, the 15, the 15, 1,050, and here's on this swing outside. We got a half on line, now 75. 75, 1,050, 1,075, 1,075, now 11. How about 11? 1075 outside. Need 11. How about 11, that way. Come on. Hey, think first. Wake up. 11, not quarter. Not quarter and a half. 11 and a half. 11 and a quarter is here. How about 11, 15? We're going to go 50, 50, 11, 15, 50, and we. Solar tank. 11, 25. 11, 25. Put them on number. See if we can. 133. 133. All right. 30, 4 on that, 3,000. 1 round the road, right? 5.5, 6, and a half, and 7, and a half, and a half, a quarter, and a half. and a half, and 7 1/4, 750. And 75, now we need 800. But they can down again, we here, 800, 800, 800, down here, we. Solar tank, 775, number 8 is flyer, here's some, and for them, the men, give me 1,000. Time to go where, they go high, he says, how about 7 here, 7 1/4, 6.5? How about 675, 7 1/4, 44, 7 1/4? How about 7 1/4, 1/4, 7 1/4, 7 1/4 here, we have solar tank. 700 online, right here, number 6.
Hold on 1 second.
Uh-oh. You got a quarter?
I got a quarter online.
And a half.
Well, there you go.
And a half, yes, no, so, 7 1/4.
Number 6.
Number 6, right. Number 6 first. Okay, here we go, here's number 6. Together they can count that. 400, sugar around 30 bucks for the key charge here now, give me about 800. How about they hit about 5.5, 6. How about savings here, I'm gonna go 600, pounds 75, 600. How about 609, you're gonna be 600, you're gonna go 600, 600, no, we sold it 10. 575, number 6, here's 5, 7, no, 4. They get around 7, sugar on the man, sugar around 800. I'm gonna go 5, 3, 4. 4, 54, 4.5, 475, 500. About 500, let's see if I got 500, now a quarter, and a quarter, now 75, and now 600, now a quarter, now a half, now 75, 7, now a quarter, and a quarter, need a half, 75, and eat here, need a quarter, and a half here, now 75, 900, no 9. How about 9 1/4, regular, a half here, 75, and 1,000, and a half over here, 50, and a 50, no 11, right here, now hand, 11 and a half, and a hand, 11 here, 11 and a half there, 50, 50, and the 50, 50, and the 12, now 50, and the 50, 12 is over here. How about 150, a quarter, no hand over here, 50, 12 and a quarter is on mine, I get a quarter, 12 and a half, 12 and a half. 12, 15, no soda. That's 12, 25 on one. All right, here we go. Number 8 is a 99, 3 to 10, here's the 35. All right, so, the next, figure it around here. He said, 3 will take it, not over. And that forward, even better than the forward half, forward 50. And the 50, 50, 425, 450, 450, less 75. How about 75? You're gonna go for 75, for 75, for 75, and we sort of that. For 50, by number 6, here, number 9, there's an old 6 model here, now. Right, for another minute, should we run, goes run, everybody, how about again, very good. 4, 4.5, 5, we're gonna go 5, and a half. And then 50, 50, he's in the 5, 5.5, and now 6, now a half, now 7. How about 7? We're gonna go 7. You guys want 7? I got 6.5 outside. 7 down here, no half, no 8. 8, no half, no 9. 9, no half, no half, and a half, 11. And a half, and 12, with a half, and 13. And a half, and 14. We're gonna go 14. And a half, 14. But we have a quarter. How about a quarter? He said that 14. 14 and a quarter, and a quarter, and a quarter. Down here, we have swords on the front row. At 1,400, 1,400, there was 94. 94, right? It comes in 700, so they have it. Right, for the continental, for the continental. I got down to go 4.5 miles, 75 miles, with a hand, 6.5. How about half, 650, 15, you're gonna go 56 outside. How about 650, here, 40, 40, 40, here, 40, and it's sort of outside. That's 600, number 4, here's 11, there's 600. 4 on the next, so you're gonna ride 800, how about 4, 3, I got 670 if I 7, 7 and a quarter. And the quarter 7's over here. How about 7 and a quarter? How about 7 1/4, 7 1/4, and 1/4, and 1/4, and 1/4 down here, shoulder back. At 700, number 8 is here's number 12, 12, 12, 12, and 4. Right, 400 minutes, so we settle down. Oh my goodness, all right, how about 4? How about 4? How about 6? 4. How about 6 and 4? 6 is equal. How about 6 1/4, 6 1/4, 6 1/4, quarter, and a half, and 75, and 7. And a quarter, 7 25, we're gonna go 25, 7 back row. How about 7 1/4, right here, and a half, now 75, now 800. And a quarter, now a half, 50, now 75, 100 and a quarter. And now 75, now 1,000, now a quarter. And a quarter, 10's bid. How much 10, quarter, and a quarter, quarter, and here, a quarter, and a quarter here, we have soda time for 1,000 even. That's why I'm 89. And 89, you'll come right up here, number 13 is number 2, number 4. And 400, I'm looking for bucks, 400 bucks, 4 1/4, 4 1/2. I got 450, 440, 450, gonna go 50, 50, 50, 50, and we sold it down 4, 25. You got a half, okay? You got a half, and a 75. Hang on a second here. Get the computer straight down here.
I got 4.5.
I got 4 1/2, 475. Anybody? At 475, 75, 75 here, silver tank, 450. We're gonna put them on number 6. Right here's number 14. Here comes the 21. Right here. All right, 400, 75, we got a we said we can better than 50. And the 50, $1,000, 1,000, each night a house, take 1,000. And 1,000, 75, 75, 75, and I sold a tank. At 950, number 8 is Meyer. Here's number 15 is number 3 for the supply. Right, 400 minutes, to the right here, we can get. 9, gotta go 9, 1,000. 1,000, I got another here, leave 1,000, 1,000, 11, 12, 13, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17, do you have? Now 17, now half. How about half? 17, half, 17 here, half here, 18. 18, gotta go 18, now half, 18, 50. And 15, you go 50, 50, 1800, 50, 1800, 50, 50, 50 here, now 19, 19. You want 19, sir? 19 and a half, 19 and a half, 19, 50, gonna go 50, 50, 50, and 1, 2. 2 and a half, I got 2 grand, 2,050. Now 1, now half, 21 and a half. You keep saying low, but you keep bidding. 21 and a half, 21 and a half, he's done. Solar tank at 2,100, number 1, you're one of the winners. On seeing zero. Right, 400, navigate, I'm not getting it up. Here, another 5, 6, 7. How about 7, gonna go 7, gonna go 7 here, now 8, now 9, gonna go $900, she's in at 8, 9. Go up. How about 15, gonna go 50, 50 quarter, 25, gonna go 25, 25 here, we have solar tank. 800, number 128, number 17, it's a lot of fun. This one. How much big are the 5 bucks on that, 5, 6, 7, now 8. How much big, already have 7, we did. How much big we can go 5, 750, and a 50 quarter, and a quarter, and a quarter here, so the 10. That's 700, number 10 for the survivor. Number 18 is an 05, but here a girl up there. Right, quarter, what do we do on that one? I think it's, all right, the content that we've written out here is 3, 4, 5, a half, now 5, and 5, not yet. How about 5, 475, 475, and 3, now 5. How about $500? I'm gonna go $500. How about $500 and be solar panel? 475, number 6 is, oh, look at here, 19, 20, 14. I'm gonna get this out here, 400. How about we said three, how much are you, 6.5 how much that? 6.5 money. You start giving scratch. How about that? How about 675? And we now 7 here, 7 here. How about 7? We're gonna go 7, we're gonna go 7, and we do 7, but 7 here, we sort of have. 675, number 6, tomorrow, number 5. Right? So, another man, then you must say, something about. Four, and a quarter, and a quarter goes on site, 4 1/4, and a quarter, and a quarter, and a quarter here, 4 1/4, and a quarter, and a quarter here, and I sort of that. At 400 an hour, my number 21 is a 99. Seven. And another. I'm behind. I got 3 to 4. I got 4, 2 and 4, 3 to 4 here. I'm a 4 and a quarter, and a quarter, 25, I'm gonna go 425 and a half, 450. And a 50, 450, 50, 450, 450, 50, I'm gonna go 50 here, we saw the 10, 425, number 6, number 22. This is 89, I think, right there, that's the button that's up there, okay? Where you can do it on the time, that's what's up. 4 1/4 half. And the 50 bits, 4 1/4, 450, and 75, and a pound, and a quarter. And a quarter, and a half, here, 50, you're gonna go 50, 50, yes, and 75, 6, and a quarter. And a quarter, and a quarter, half, 75, 7. How about 7, you're gonna go 7, now a quarter. And you got 7? And a quarter, and a half, 75, 800, and a quarter, 825, is that at 825, huh? 75, and 9, how about 9, you're gonna go 9, get your boots out, I get 9, and a quarter, 1 line, now half, how about half, and now 75, how about 75, we set it up over here, and 75, 1 line, 1,000, not quarter, now half, and 75, and 75, 1,050 here, and 75, 75, 11, not quarter, and a quarter, 1125, now half, now 75. How about 75, 1175, and 1200, now quarter, how about 12 1/4, 12 here. How about 12 1/4, and a quarter here, quarter, so yes. Now half, now 75, now 13, now quarter, and a half, 1350, 75, you're to 75, minus 13 and a half. How about 1375, you're to 75, 75, and we're going to solve that for 1350, automatically, you times that. Where, you say 30, I'm gonna be ready, need 9, we're gonna go 9 here, 9 here, 9 where, 50 quarter, there's not half. There, 8 quarter, 850, 50, 850, 850, 50, 850, and we have silver tax, 825, number 8 tomorrow. Twenty-six, 4. I would have a quarter short now, huh? I'm not gonna have, I'm gonna here, I'm gonna have where, I'm not 15, you're gonna go 50, 50, 50, no, so the that. That's 5, quarter. I got a half, no, 75. 75, 75, no, so that. 5, 50, number 6, that's the thing first. Number 25. That's one to five. Right, quarter of an hour, so they're on here, they can bring me time with that. I got five, 6. I got 76, and a quarter here, 6 and a quarter. I'm at 6 and a quarter, so 45 and a half, and 75. And then 7, we're gonna go 7, 700 and a quarter, now half. And a half, 75, I got 8, and a quarter, then a half, 8, 50, now 75, 9. I'm at 9 over here, now a quarter, now half. And a 1,000 and a half, And now 11, and then a half, 11 and a half, now 12, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 13, now half. I got a half, 13, 15, now 14, now 15, and 15, we're gonna go 15, now half. How about a half, now 16, now half, 16, 50, 50, and now 17, 17, now half. And half, 18, we're gonna go 18 and a half. And a half, 18 here, 18, and a 15, we're gonna go 15, and a 15, and a 15, and I, so the 10. 1800, now we're going for, we have number 26. Right, here we have a foot on the back, and you come on. I got down to go, 5, 5 and a half, 6. How about 6 and a half, and 7 and a half, and a half, and 8 and a half, and 9 and a half. How about 9, 15, not pounds and downward, not 15, you're gonna go 50, 50, 1,050, what do you say? Right here, no? You have, and now 11 and a half, and 12. How about 12 and a half, now 13 and a half, and 14 and a half, 15 and a half, and 16, 16, so yes, 16 and a half, and a half, I got 16, I got a half on line here, and 17, 17 and a half, 18, 18. How about 18, you're gonna go 18, 18, guess what? How about 18 on mine, now 18, 50, 19, now 19 here, 19, 50, and 15, I'm gonna go 50, 50, now 2 grand. How about 2, I'm gonna get 2, now half, and a half, I got 2,000 here, 2,015, guys. How about 2,015, I'm gonna go 50, 50, and 50, and we sold it, and front row. At 2,000 even, then we get a number 120, right? That's an E 250 model on the fan, right? Now, the second person, don't want to manage to find here, I got one over here, find the bucks, 8, 9. I get 9, 2, 6 and a half, no 9. I got 9, 8 and a half, 9, no, solar tank. 8 and a half, number 10, is an hour, here, 128. All right, here we go, with the 2015, on the fourth guy. This is small. Mhm. It is, it's a shell, guys, so I got 2 and a quarter. How about 2 and a quarter, 2 and a quarter, 2 and a quarter, 2 and a quarter, hey, stuck one up. How about 2 and a quarter, and a quarter here, quarter this, slow, and I'm going to stop. $200, number 6, wire. All right, fine, so we started. All right, here we go, let's see. All right, here it is, it's an 05, here we go. Take this off, no older, easy to small, okay? There you get 500, you said 2 to the quarter. I'm not 2 to the quarter, 2 to the quarter, no more, 2 to the quarter, half. I got 250, 50, 2 to the quarter, 250, number, 250, 250, 75, and 3, 300, not 3, 3, not quarter. Not 3 to the quarter, 3 is over here, a quarter here, a half, here, 350. And the 53 and a half, half a mile, 75, 4, that's all. How about 400, 400, we're gonna go 400, 400, not quarter here, you want a quarter? You know, there's no more, right? 4 and a quarter, 4 and a half. I got a half, I got 4 and a quarter on mine here, 4 and a half, you're up, so here. How about 250, 50, we're gonna go 50, and 50, so the 10. 2 and 20, if you turn the light off for me, please, your light, your flashlight's on. Turn your flashlight on. Turn your light off. You're late. You're late. Yeah, see. No. You're loose. There you go. Thank you. Gracias. Here we are, number 3. Here's a '06 Honda Accord, guys. I have 4 other members to go run. Those run. What do we say? Here, good morning. Here, $100. You sit down. How much you got? I got 450. 450, not 5. How about 5? 475, 475, 475, 475, so, correct. So we gone, so, 450, number 10, the buyer here. Number 3, said the, I see, 3/4 time here. And you don't have the next, check it on, how about number go? You said 9, 9 and a half. a quarter, half. How about 100, 50, 25, 75 pounds and a quarter. How about 10 and a quarter, half, now 75, now left, now quarter, now half. How about 175, 175, I got 12 and a quarter, 12 and a quarter, and a half. How about a half? I got 12 and a quarters on sideways. How about 150, 50, 50, 50, okay, 75, 13, 13 and a quarter, and a quarter and a half, and 75, and 75, and now 14, 14, now a quarter, and a quarter, 14 severe, 14 and a quarter, and a quarter, 14 and a quarter, December, and a half, 75, 15, and now a half, and 16, I'm at 16, and now a half over here, 17. I'm at 17, 16 and a half, we got 17 and a half, 18. I'm on 18, we go 18, 18 and a half, around like 18, 18 and a half, 18, 50, 19, we go 19, 19, 18 and a half, 19. I'm at 19 and we sold it 10, 18, 50 on right, here we go, guys, 32. Right, 4 minutes, 7 minutes, 30, somebody give me a time to jump. I got time to go. You said time. 6, 7, half, 7. I'm at 7 here, now half, now 8 and a half, and 9, gonna go 9 and a half. I got 9 and a half, and then a thousand, and then a half. I got a half here, 11 and a half, and 12 and a half, and 13 and a half, 14 and a half, 15 and a half. 15 and a half here, 16, now a half, 17, we're gonna go 17, now a half, 18, 18, now a half, 19, now a half, 19 and a half, 2 grand, now a half, now 1, now a half, now 2, 2 and a half, 22 and a half, 23, 23, now a half, then a half, now 4, we're gonna go 4, 24, how about 24, another, now 4, 23 and a half here. 24, 4, now half, now 5, now 5, now half, now 6, and now half, 26 and a half. These 26, 26 and a half. But 26 and a half, 50 on line, now 7, 27, 27 rounds, but 27, 26 and a half here. But 27, we're going to go 7 here, now a half, and a half, 27 here in the corner. But 27, 15, we're going to go 50, 50, now 28, now 50, and 15, we're going to go 50, 50, 20, 50, and 9, 29, and a half, round say to 29, got a half and 3 grand and a half. I got a half and 50, 31, now 32, about 32, 33, about 33, about 32, 33, hey, Coach Church, yeah. About 33, we're going to get 3, we're going to get 34, 34. 34, 32 up here. About 34. About 34, and we sold it online at 3300. Here's 33, here's 97, hey, downstairs. Ready to get 300. I'm not making it up. I got 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4, and a quarter, and a half, and a half. How about 5, and 5, here's 4 and a half. How about 5, now half, now 6. I got 5 and a half outside. How about 6? How about 75? How about 75? We do 75, 75, no, we sold it 10. At 5, 50, the winner here is 34. Just not. Hey, we're going to do it here, we're going to do it up. I'm not going to get out of it. We should make it harder. We have 1 better than a quarter. Then let's go in the quarter, 50, 75, we go 75. I'm at 75, 600 and a quarter, 625. I got 6 over here now. A quarter here, need a half, and 75. How about 75? Getting now 700 and a quarter. And a quarter here, 7 over there. How about 7 and a quarter, and a quarter, and a quarter, quarter, and here we're going to double back. That's 700, number 4, 35 on the road. All right, so you get the type up here, guys. First strike. And you don't call that. All right, here we go. Here we go. Somebody can be about 800. I got five and a half, and a six. I got six, now half. I got 6 on site, 6 and a half. How about a half a quarter, now a half. And now a half, 6 and a quarter, 6 and a half. How about 6 and a 50, 15, gonna go 50, that's 50, here we go, the time. 625, right, number 6, number 36. All right, what do you do here, 900? I got 3 here, 4. I got I have one with 6, what do we 6? How about a half here? How about 6, 75? How about 75, now 6, and a quarter, and a quarter, 600, 6 and a quarter, guys. How about 6 and a quarter here, 6 and a quarter here, we sold it back. 600, numbers, here's 37. Listen to that. Now, then, so the one, oh, here, right, 8.5, 850, quarter, half, a half, no 75, no 900, you're gonna go 9 here, 900, and a quarter, now half. How about a half, you and a quarter here on side, and a half. How about 15, you're gonna go 50, 50, and I have that 50, and the 50, and we have silver 10, 925, my here's number 58, no, that runs cash, sure, out of that, 1,000. I got time to get, it works out. I get, what, 1,000, and a half, no 1,000. And a 1,000, no 100, no 11, no 100, and 12, and a 113, and a 113, 50, 14, and a 115, and a 116, and a 117, now a 118, we're gonna go 18, and a 119, 19, now a 2 grand, now a how about half? 2050, I got 2,000, 2050, and 50, gonna go 50, and 50, and and 15, gonna go 50, and a half, and 2, and now 23, and now a half, and 4, 24, and a half, 24 and a half, 5, 25, and a half, 6, and a half, how about a half again, now 7, 27, 27, 27 and a half. 27 half, 27 there. How about 27, 50, you're gonna go 50, 50, and we are going to sell it, right? Here's 2,700, number 8, 39, and here's now. Here, 1,000. How about a half? 6. How about 6? How about a half a bit? Take 6. 175, that's what we call that. More 6. How about 600? How about 600, 600, 600, and we silver tank, 575. Here we have number 40, there's another week. All right, you know how it ends, sugar right here, we have it. How about, how about, how about 4? You know 4? I got 4, 4.5. 4.5, how about a quarter? Now half. And a half, 75. 475, I can't see it. 475, 5 outside, now a quarter. They were outside here, 5. I got a quarter here, a half. I got a half, now 75. How about 75? Now 6, 600. Quarter. How about here, need a quarter? How about 6 and a quarter? And now a half, and that's 75. How about 75? 1, 6 and a half, 675. How about 75? We're gonna go 75, 75, then we sold it. At 650, on number 4, here's number 41, this is 300. Right, 400, then, what do you say now? 30, oh, 300, 400. How about 300, 6.5. 6, 6 and 1, 6 and a quarter, 6.5, 6 and 1, I'm not 75. How about 75, 675. Okay, 6.5 over there. 675, 675, and I sold it at 650, number 8 among here, right? We have number 42, going 4. Good, so we're on halftime, guys. And see, he is not cheap, you know. You know, all right, so we're all over the time. I got down to the, I got 9,500, no high. But I have decent money, and now 11, no high, no problem. How much from there and $400, 11 and a half over here, 75, not 12, and a quarter, and a half, 75, 13, 13, 13, and a quarter, now half. I got a hundred, 50 on line, no 75, 14. How about 14 and a quarter, now half, no 75. How about 75, 75? Now 15, now half. I got 15 on site, 15 and a half on line, 16, now half. How about half? I got 16 over here. How about 16? How about 15? Gonna go 50, 50 over here, 17, now 50. And 18, we're gonna go 18 and a half, 18, 50. And 19, here, 19, 50. And 2 now, and 20, 50, 21, 21. How about 21 on hands, right here, and 2, you're gonna get 2, and 2 on line, now half. How about a hand over here, 3? How about 3? 1 is 22 and a half. 23, 23. You guys all together, right? Okay. I got 30 and a half, now 4. How about 24? We're gonna go 4, now half, 24 and a half, 5. How about 25, 25? How about 25 with another 25 with another 5, then here now half. And a half. And a half. You got 25?
I got 25 on line.
25 and a half? No 6? How about 26? We're gonna go 26, 25 and a half here. How about 2600, taking per shot? How about 26, 26 dollars and we sold time over here. For 25. Yeah. And number 76, 76. 17, we saw all of that. Hey, let's see here. They get you got 8. You got 8?
I got 8.
Okay, 8 and a half. How about 8 and a half? Quarter? And a quarter? No, so 800 dollars, 10. Here's 49, 100. All right, that's 40 on that, and okay, fine, leave it at 800. 800, 5 and a half, 5 and a quarter. A quarter and a quarter here, 75, 600. How about 600 and a quarter, quarter here, quarter and a half. How about 75, 700, 675, 700, 8. How about 8? 75? 775, 75, 75, and around, and 8. And every 100 first, okay, 775, equals first, right? How about 800, 800, and so, 775, and 6. Here's number 45, here's the old 6, we end up here, instead of the money. How about 9, how about 5, you can see 4. 6 and a quarter, 6 and a half, 6 and a quarter, 75. How about 75, 700 and a quarter, quarter and a half, 75. And now we down a quarter right here, quarter and a half, 8 and a half, 75. 875, 8 and a half, 875. 875, 75, 75, here we have sold 75, 9. Pink first comes in, 875, 9, one side, 1 quarter. I got 9 over here, 9 and a quarter. I'm about 9 and a quarter, and a quarter, and a quarter here, 25, gotta go 25, and I sold it 10. At $900 for number 46, no 2, that's just US 300. Every 5, it's a yeah, there it is. Okay, here we go. Got 2 and a quarter. How much 2 and a quarter, and a quarter is no, dos, 25.
I got 2.
Dos, 25, no half. I got 2 and a quarter outside, 2 and a half. I got 2 and a half, 75, now 3. How about 300, I'm 3, you got 300, not over, here, where 3 and a half, and a half, now 75, now 4. How about 400, 400, and a quarter, quarter, right there, a half. How about a half, each 1 and a quarter, and a half on mine, now 75, and 5. How about 500, 85, what do you say, 500? I got 5 and a quarter, now half, 5 and a half. How about a half, 5 and a quarter, 5 and a half, 550. And a 50, gotta go 50, 50, 50, and we sort of tank for 5 and a quarter. Let's put them on the 47, 4 horsepower. Next, we have another minute. Let's see here, how about 6? How about 6 and a half? 6, 3, 4 and a quarter, 4 and a half, 4 and a quarter, and a half. and now 75, 500 and a quarter, hand, 75, 6 and a quarter, and a half, and 75. How about 75? Yes, sir. 75, 7, 7 and a quarter. And a quarter over here, 7, 7 quarters here, need a half, 75. How about 75? 75. Now each on site, now a quarter, and a quarter, how about a quarter, D25. How about 25, D25, D25, and we have summertime. $800 number 4 is surrender. 48 and 03 June 35. We got that, $30 a few times, okay? 4,000. There, 2,000 far. 8, 8.5, take 9. You want 9, now half. How about a half, pay 50, 50, gonna go 59, out of the half here, 9.5, now, 1,000, now, half. You see what the now, 11, and now 11, here, give me 75, 10, 75, about, okay, now, 11, 11, 100, now, 11. How about 11, 11, 11 down here, quarter. How about 11's on site here? How about 11 quarter now, half? That's 75. How about 75, 12, and then a quarter, how about 12 quarter, each quarter, 12 quarter, 12 and a half, 75. You guys did? 13 and a quarter and a half.
That's it.
You're a quarter, I need a half, okay, you know, 75. How about 75, 13 and a half, no, show it here. 1350 online. I think it's under 49, there's a, let's see, the couple. Yeah, they bring your own wheel. Okay. Here we go. I got 75 4. I'm up 4. I'm gonna get 400, 400. I'm gonna get 4, not 40, here, give me quarter. I'm up 4 and a quarter and a quarter and a quarter and a quarter down here and now half. I got a quarter here on site. 450, okay. 75. So yes, sir. 475, we go 75, 75, and so that. 450, number 65, here's number 50, here's number 5, number 6. 400, should have arrived, people shut it down, saying we get back in there. I'm not going to we're going to have to 4, I'm a quarter and a half, 75, 5, and a quarter and a half, 75, now 6, 6 and a half, now 75. How about 75, 787, I'm 675, I'm 7, now a quarter. A quarter, half, 75, now 8, 800, 775 on side, 8, 8 and a quarter, 8 and a half, now 75. How about 75, 9, 900 and a quarter, and a half, now 75. And 75, he's saying 75, 1,000, and a quarter, and a quarter, and a half, 1,050. And a 50, 10 and a quarter, 1,050, right here, now 75. How about 75, we're gonna go 75. 75? Line first, now 11, now you move on. I got 11, and a quarter. And a quarter, guys. I got 11, 11 and a quarter. A quarter, now half, now 75, gonna go 75. Hey, who's first? You're out. 1175. 1175, 75, 1,200 and a quarter, now half. 12 and a half. And then 75. 1275, 12 and a half, 1275. How about 75, 75, 13. Coach first, something. 13, not far. And a quarter, I got 13, 13 and a quarter. And a quarter and a quarter here, what do you say? 13 and a quarter, and we, 1,300, number 110. Here we go. Wait. Okay, we're gonna get tired. I'm gonna we're gonna quarter. One quarter half. I get 50, 50, 54, 50, right here, 75, I'm gonna hold 75, and a quarter, and a half, and 75, and 6, and a quarter, and a half, and 75, and 7, and a quarter, and a half, 7 and a half, 75, and $800 now, 800, now quarter, quarter, now half. How about a half, and 75, and 9, $900, now 9, and a quarter, now half, and 75, and 1,000, and a quarter right here, 10 and a quarter, 10, 25, and a half, and a 75, 11, My cousin report here now on high, now 75, and 75, and 100. How much more about the lead quarter? Now high, 50, 75, 75, 13, and a quarter, and a quarter and a half, 75. How much 75? We're going to go 75, 75, 14, now a quarter, now a half, and 75. How much 75? We're going to go 75, 15, now a half. Behind here, 50, 50, 15, 50, 15, 15, 15, 15, now 16, 16, who's a half, 16, so yes, and a half, 16 and a half, 16, 50, you gotta go 50, not 50, not 50 here, and a half, yes, sir. Silver pen, that's 1600, 1600, what's your number there? You see your mother card there in my thing, oh, he dropped it on the floor. Okay, fine. 141 divided. Hey guys, thanks for coming out tonight, and make sure you pay your bills. Get your cars out of the yard, okay? And don't forget to come in next week. Do it all over again, all right? Thanks very much.